Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 4. I hope everything is going well. It's been fun to hear from many of you in a variety of different settings. Some of you have had questions or just wanted to check in about some things. So I know things are busy for all of you, but I hope things are going well. Just a quick follow-up on a few things from lesson 3. Lesson 3 required you to actually administer your needs assessment to whoever your stakeholders were. And I realize in doing that you're dependent on others getting back to you and responding. So if you found that time was a problem, many of you reached out to me for a little bit of an extension, and I'm absolutely happy to do that. I realize things come up, and when you're dependent on others getting back to you, that adds to that difficulty. So I have shared this with many of you. I'm always most interested in what you know and are able to do more so than the deadline. So please always do reach out to me if you have things that come up. I'm pretty understanding about those things. But once you got your information back from your stakeholders with your needs assessment, you were to analyze that data and then use that data to create the 3 to 5 goals that will inform the rest of your work with your year-long professional development plan. So as I've started to read through those, you're doing a really wonderful job, and those of course are going to look different for everyone because you're all working on different things. So that's that portion that you just completed really does set the stage for the rest of the work that you'll do with that project. So moving on to lesson 4, you once again have this video to watch, so you can check that off your to-do list. The things that you need to read for this lesson are 2 chapters, Chapter 8 and Chapter 9, that both focus on implementing a comprehensive literacy program, but one of those focuses specifically on elementary, and one of those focuses on middle and high school. It is important that you read both of them, even if you work in one of those 2 settings, because once again, when you down the road move into another literacy leader position, you may find that you're working district-wide. And that's what our focus is for this week. Or for this lesson, we're going to look at big picture, how do we make sure that the literacy plans and programs are spanning the entire school curriculum from K-12. And so the work that you're doing is looking at school-wide or district-wide literacy plans, so it's important that you get a background on that. And then there's actually a chapter from another source that I want you to read that I have linked there for you. And that again gives you kind of the big picture. What does this look like when this is done at kind of a macro level? Not just by classroom or by grade level, but by the entire school or the entire school district. And then the last part of that is, I think, perhaps the most fun part. You need to look at two school districts' literacy plans. And I've provided a number of different links for you, but you're free to look at any school districts that you'd like to. How I would encourage you to start is to perhaps look at your own, if you can find that or have access to that, and then to choose another one that you think would be interesting. What you can do pretty easily to find almost any school district's literacy plan is just to simply type in the Google search, school-wide literacy plan, and then the name of the school, and it will likely pop up. So take a look at 2. They may look very similar, they may look very different, but think about what you're seeing in those, what looks like it's done very well, and how that then relates to what you read about, what researchers are saying about comprehensive literacy plans. So you need to read those 3 chapters and look at those 2 literacy plans, and then think about all of that information. What does that tell you? And that is going to guide then one of your 2 blog posts for this lesson. Blog post 5 is about comprehensive literacy programs, and that's where you get a chance to talk about what makes for a high quality school-wide or district-wide program, Why? What do you think is most important? What are key elements? That kind of that big picture, what you have taken from your research in that area. And that post is due March 13th at midnight. The blog post 6 is actually your choice. You can, again, blog about anything that you would like to, that you think would be important for anyone in a literacy or teaching role to learn from. That one is actually due earlier. That's due March 6th. And the reason that those are switched with different deadlines is because the choice post you can do on any topic, and the other one does require you to have all of that reading and all of that work done. So that's why I did those in that way. And as always, as questions arise, please don't hesitate to contact me via email, phone, whatever works best for you. I am always here to help. Thanks so much.